Colorado whiskey, I think, is some of the best whiskey coming out of the United States. We have some wonderful distillers here. We're just big whiskey nerds, all of us. We're studying whiskey. We love whiskey. Stranahan's holds a special place in my heart as, the place that really introduced me to whiskey. At the time, I didn't know what American single malt was. I knew bourbon, I knew rye, I knew scotch. The biggest job we have now in American single malt, I think, is educating people to what it even is still. Colorado's grown immensely in the distilling world and craft distilling world in the last 20 years, but we were the first Colorado whiskey to be produced, and we're pretty proud of that. I mean, now we call it American single malt, right? Back then, we called this Colorado whiskey, because that's what our barrel says, that's what our bottle says, that's what we knew it as. And we were doing 100% malted barley with some 3 specialty malts, caramel, chocolate, and black. And we've always been making that same recipe, mostly pale malt with a little caramel, chocolate, and black in there, 100% malted barley, and then aging that in new oak to kind of combine these two worlds together, right, in this American way. We didn't know what that was. We didn't know that was American single malt at the time. We just called it Colorado whiskey. Now, there's a group of us, the American Single Malt Whiskey Commission, that have come together to form what we think, as a unit, American single malt should be. It's very much a work in progress. It's still something we're working towards. Either way, no matter what happens in the category of American single malt, we fit within the mold. If anything, it's going to give us more room to explore our production process. Our process is a little different from the others. We're using brewer's yeast. Our brewing process is more beer focused than some other distilleries. I think the whole category as a unit is making some great products, but here in Colorado, we also just have such a unique climate. We have such great barrels. All of that added together with our team that's making just pristine distillate every time. I think all of that just makes us unique. But specifically, it's our climate and our care. I love this thing.
Okay.
It's just super unique for us, and so I figured we'd give it a whirl. Roughly 8-year-old.
Awesome.
Coming over here really quick. Cheers, bud.
That's crazy.
It's just great. It's so good. The finish on this
It's
one is
still
the one
here.
that lingers for forever, and it's got such a nice fruit character to it.
I think that's what's making this one special for me too, is how much the finish is long lasting. You get a lot of those and I don't mean offense by this, but it's very bourbon-esque sometimes.
Well, you gotta remember, we are using the same barrels that bourbon uses,
100%,
right?
that's where that's coming from.
This is in that same barrel for 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the best of both worlds. It's kind of what I tell people with American single malt. We're using these same barrels that bourbon's using. So if you're a big fan of bourbon, you're gonna find a lot of nuance in our distillate. You're gonna find a lot of nuance in our aged products. You're probably gonna lean more towards our older products. I'm sorry, but you are, right? Because it's gonna have more of that barrel character that you already love from bourbon.
I love this through and through. You can give this, I think, to any bourbon drinker, maybe someone that might be on the thin line of, oh, I don't know if I want to try single malt. I don't know. You give them this, they're not going to be disappointed.
No, they're not. And that can lead them into, well, what else is there? What barrel finishes are there? What else is in this world of American single malt? Maybe there's something else to see. And I think there's so much nuance and character to find in this category. This is a great way to start. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we'll try these. Yes, this is 7 years, new oak, with about 6 months Emerone, maybe a little bit more.
Where does some Emerone come from? What is it?
So Emerone is a dessert wine.
Okay. Could be in my head, but I'm reading cognac on that barrel. I'm getting that a lot on it. It's so good.
It's got some similar notes to it, right?
Man. That's so nice. And it's, I think the thing that a lot of times with the cognac, Armagnac world is a lot of times you're going to find little proof stuff. It's really hard to, and you know, with your guys' whiskey being a little higher proof, 124 entering that barrel with this, it complements so well.
Also, those barrels are so pretty. All right, let's try this Bushmills cash finish.
Smells, I think, the best nose so far.
This is one of my favorite whiskeys. This was the first Diamond Peak that we re-released when we changed what Diamond Peak was.
Really?
Way early on the day.
Okay.
The first one was a Bushmills cash finish, and I love all of them, but I think this one has been my favorite. I love Bushmills, so I'm a little biased, but
my favorite nose, hands down.
very floral, very fruity, kind of hot though.
Nope, that's the best one for me for today.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
This one, it gives that kind of menthol cooling.
That menthol, yes, that menthol cooling flavor, but so much natural berry flavor.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Crazy.
And it's
So
a
this is a
4-year
four-year
finish.
finish?
It's a 4-year finish, yeah.
That's what you were just, that's insane. I don't
Yeah.
think anybody, I say anybody, you know.
There's somebody doing it, but I mean,
Somebody, but like it's just
we do a lot of very old finishes. It's just
that's so
we lo-
unique to yourself. But like, dude, that's crazy.
we love filling up barrels, let them sit, and see what happens, you know. And we're really good at getting a lot of barrels, filling them up, letting them age, pulling some for a blend,
Yeah.
leaving some behind,
Yeah.
reusing for something else, refilling barrels that we really like too.
Yeah.
What's so great about your guys' operation too is that you have that time. Especially I find a lot of times craft distillers are just trying to get their product out, and I get it. They're young, they're new, they're trying to make a name for themselves. But the fact that you can finish something for as long as craft distillers are aging their whiskey is impressive.
I mean, that's the beauty of being 20 years old now,
Yeah.
right? We're to the point where our past master distillers, past blenders have been just experimenting, and we're getting to kind of take advantage of the experiments they were laying down.
So would you say majority, if not all, these are your yellow label standard?
Yeah, I mean, so these are going to be like Blue Peak, all just our main lineup, right? Like the Blue Peak Original Sherry Diamond. So these are going to be kind of our 4, 5, 6. These will all move over into a finishing or into original.
Yeah.
This is just kind of our let it sit, let it age. First of all, come on over here, just smell this. Just like put your nose up to this barrel. Do you smell like the cinnamon note coming through?
That makes me so excited.
They're weird. They're such odd barrels, but
Yeah. That's nuts.
so 2.5, almost 3 months, but
This has to be the best.
and it was filled at 129.5 with 8-year, 7-month-old whiskey. Well, I mean, look at the color on it.
All right, well, look, Jason, it's a special experience every time I come here. I can't thank every one of the people part of the crew enough for hosting, being so kind to us. And I'm so glad we got to come and do this video. You know?
Anytime, man. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming. Thanks for telling our story and supporting just whiskey in general.
Absolutely.
You're doing some great stuff.
And my hope for everyone watching right now is this video just kind of encourages you more to just step out the typical window that you're in. Try a new spirit, try something new, especially if you're in the bourbon world, because at the end of the day, it's whiskey, but it's coming from America. It's something new, something different. You heard the story from the man himself.
Find American single malt. Get out there.
That's it.
Try some good stuff, man. There's some really good American single malts out there, and definitely try us.
Yeah.
Try some Blue Peak.
Number one.
But number one, but you know, the category as a whole is doing some great stuff. So go try some American single malts. If you don't like one, try another one.
Yeah. Keep trying.
Thanks again. Let's go grab some lunch.
Let's do some
Let's do
lunch.
it.
Yeah.